Hi everybody, I'm Mike Donnelly, and we're here today with Juan Jose Pena. I call him Josie, and he's the expert, along with myself, in terms of being able to build and retrofit accessible homes. And this interview is for the Accessible Home Summit of Experts. Jose is going to be walking through today a home that we built that is barrier-free, and it's got some universal design techniques to it. So I think you're really going to enjoy this. But first of all, I'm gonna kind of turn you over to Jose. He's gonna give me the camera back, and we'll get you to see this young fellow. Okay? Okay. As beautiful of technicians as we are, this is Juan Jose Pena, Jose, as I said, and Jose has been with me for 27 years. We've done a ton of work together, and we're the ones that started Barrier-Free Contractors. Jose, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Nice to see you, Jose. That's good stuff. And Jose, just before we get to take a look at the house, give everybody a concept of why you're so passionate about helping others have a less challenged life because of their physical problems.
I will say in two words: independent and happiness.
Okay.
Independent, and the people, when they feel like when they can move around, when they not feel, they need somebody all the time to help her. And happiness, because that's how they do. They're happy about it.
And Jose, can you tell me just a little bit of background of your journey from the Dominican Republic to the United States? Just a little bit. You don't have to get 10, 20 minutes. No, just a good 2 minutes would be fine.
All right, no problem. Well, becoming, the kid from Dominican Republic to coming to the United States with no knowledge, maybe a little bit about the language, but not the construction or the remodel or anything like that, and have the opportunity to meet a person like the person that I call my father, my gringo father, so anybody can laugh about it, Donnelly. It will be he being a bless. I can ask any better. They cannot be better than this.
So when you came here and you met this guy Donnelly, you started to work in, basically, what did you know at that time?
Construction, nothing. Just paint maybe, and but like compound or some electrical or plumbing and all the stuff on it, zero. Okay,
so you went 27 years ago. You came over in 1995.
Yep.
And you started working with a broom and a dustpan in your hand, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what it was.
That's right.
Yep.
And so now you're all the way here now, and you've actually started your own business. What's that business called?
J&J Maintenance Repair.
Okay, so along with doing the Barrier-Free Contractors, which you're a founder of, you started this business because you know how to do it. People, I know what you do, and people are extremely happy. And maintenance is a good business. It flows hand in hand with some of the stuff we do, because you're giving people a better, easier way to live in their home, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
So, it's like I said, it's amazing, how people, sometimes when we walk to the door and we see, the situation, and then when we laugh, the people don't have the same face. You can see, the first one is we have this problem and all that stuff, and kind of desperate, but at the same time, when we get out from there, you can see the smile that people face, and that is more than $1 million to me.
Well, you and I have talked about this a number of times, of how we build homes, and the people have a temporary level of satisfaction because they're happy with the home, but then they want something bigger very shortly after. What's been great is working with these people like that has given us the opportunity to actually be satisfied on our side too. Not only are they happy, but we're happy too.
Imagine you go to a place that the first day, you're there, and then the second day, they're waiting for you with coffee, donut, food, and they be like, don't take a lunch, don't take a breakfast. We're gonna treat you guys because they feel happy.
That's true. It's happened to us in so many different times.
Oh my Lord have mercy.
All right, so look, we have a little background now. So what we're gonna do, folks, is we're gonna show you the house that we built. That's a barrier-free home. We actually built 6 of these things. Jose, why don't you go forward, and now I'll talk a little bit as you're going.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna show them some of the features of this home. Okay. And if you can look out here, Guys and gals, this is called an Ardent model. It's 1,450 square feet under air, and this particular home did build 6 of these things, but it's not the home. There's a lot of homes around that look good like this, and this is a very good home. People have really been very satisfied with it, but it's the features, it's the barrier-free concept that we're going to talk about. So Jose, we're coming up to the driveway leading into the garage now. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Okay, first of all, if you can see any driver, okay, you gotta notice that you have a step. Well, over here, I don't got no step at all. So anybody can walk over here with no problem. You have, regular cars, 2-car garage, 2-car garage over here. Also, you can walk over here. Your water filter is all the way inside, which give you a lot of light.
Those are the water filters?
Yep, they give you a light. They give you better light, and they are very good. Even inside, I recommend it to put it inside the outside.
Okay, very good. Now talk about the entry going into the laundry room.
Okay, to go to the laundry room, okay, most of typical houses, they can be 30 or they can be 32. This one over here is 34 with easy handle.
36 in this case.
36, yeah, sorry, 36. Okay, with easy handle to open, not a typical handle on it.
That's a typical lever handle that we put on, correct?
Yep. And then again, no step.
Well, that's interesting because when we did this, every garage that we had, if you step back, about 4 feet from that interior wall is a step, a curb that will carry the normal water heater. That's 4 inches up that nobody can step over if you're in a chair or having difficulty step over. True?
True.
Okay.
Yep.
So before we go that inside house, we'll come back to the laundry room. Let's go over to
the front.
Yeah. Let's talk about the entries, and then we'll get off on another subject. Okay.
All right. And like I said, you have a bigger. You can come up with the wheelchair. You don't need to build any ramp or nothing. It's already done. So nothing gets off. It's like.
Okay. Well, that's okay. Let's just talk it.
Okay.
This, as you can see down there now,
No step.
there's no steps at all.
Nope.
So take that welcome mat out just for the heck of it, okay, please? All right.
Hey, welcome.
All right. So there it is. This home, when the door opens, actually opens out, and there will be no step. You can roll that chair right in there, or usually, folks, there's a step out here.
Oh yeah.
And it's usually the same thing as a garage. It's usually like a 4-inch step, which again, how are you going to, without building a small ramp, how are you going to get a wheelchair over it? True, Jose?
And again, wire door.
Yep, it's a 36-inch door. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So let's walk into the laundry room. Let's see what we got.
All right.
So there's your 0-step entry we saw before. Okay.
Follow you over.
Okay, now this is the laundry room.
Yep. There's the laundry room over here, and if you can see, the person get the option to put some kind of high stuff for front wash and dryer.
Yeah, the important thing there for everybody to understand is try to get a front-loading washer for an individual in a chair or a senior that can't bend over is good. When we raised up the height of built a platform about 10 to 12 inches, which that allows somebody in a chair to actually access that laundry facility. Like this. That's right.
Then make it easy to take them out, put it back, move the chair back, boom, boom, and
exactly. Okay. So now, what about the doorways again? We're on the inside, Jose.
Let's go to the doorway. See, Paul, I'll tell you right now. Typical house, like I said, is 30. You're lucky if sometimes you find about 32 inches. But this one over here is 36 inches wide open again.
Why do we do that?
It's very accessible for anybody can come in with a wheelchair, with anything on it, make a life independent and freedom.
You know what I found interesting about these doors was that we put them in thinking about the wheelchair.
Yep.
But it's actually easier to move furniture in there.
Furniture, you can move furniture, you can do, It's like 1, 2, 3. You out or you in.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had furniture problems before.
Yeah, and look at, let's back again to over here to the laundry, okay? Then you have pocket door.
Yep, and it makes
All the way.
36-inch opening.
Yep. So if you have, this is like in your own normal house with a high treated ceiling, closet, very easy to accessible. Anybody with a wheelchair, even though they can put the clothes over here, or anybody regular, anybody that can go to. So you got a choice.
One thing that I want people to be aware of in an accessible home, they make a closet system that allows you to use pull downs.
Yep.
So you can have things as high as you want to make it accessible. Okay, it's very easy.
Yep.
All right, let's go into the bathroom.
So this is like, same thing for the
Same
second.
thing. Yeah.
They also have another closet over here to put a towel, to put anything that they want. So it's all, and it's almost.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of the most beautiful thing ever. Because you know how many times we gotta go to the people's houses and do what they call walk-in shower. Okay, because they got the towel, or because they got that little 4 inches high, and sometimes they are very high to go to to put the cell inside. But when you go and say, okay, let me go take a shower, guess what? No step. No step, no nothing, and then you got your regular shower, everything, except for no step. You can take your wheelchair all the way over here, take a hold,
Very good.
and toilet is very important. Okay, this is not like a regular toilet. This is more, it's a high toilet, so make it easy for anybody with a wheelchair again and all that stuff. And tough guy like me, it will be, I don't have to go like up and down.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about let's go into the master bedroom
Oh.
and talk about the bathroom in the master area.
Okay. Again. 36 inches. Wide open. I mean, anybody can come over here and they have unless you put a lot of furnace over here, then you still got a lot of place to move around. Easy entry, easy hallway to go to your toilet, to the bathroom, or the closet, walk-in closet. Again, that's a walk-in closet. And there is one, and the wife and the husband don't have to kill themselves because it's two of them. Sorry. If you can see, I mean, you see how deep it is, and you can see how the door is open all the way. You can come in again, when the chair again, get inside, turn around, you still got plenty of space, and go.
Okay.
That's how simple it is.
Okay.
Okay, so let's close down. Oh, before I show you this, even though you probably see it, I'm just gonna give advice to people. What you're gonna see, you're not gonna see any other place. Okay? Because this is the most beautiful thing ever. Anybody again? Come over here. Wide open. Walk in. You can decide you go to the bathroom, to the toilet, or you can go take a shower.
Oftentimes, what happens is there's just not enough turnaround space for a person in a chair that needs to access the toilet, and so you got a higher toilet anyways, and you make the drains proper. And before we walked into the shower, actually, it's the same principle as we had in the other bathroom.
And also in the front.
There's zero entry.
Zero entry.
Call it a roll-in shower, okay? So you drain things properly. You go ahead and put benches on, whatever you need to do, whatever makes a person happy.
And if anybody can come over here with a wheelchair, they don't want it. They want to bring the wheelchair out. They got.
Yep.
Sit down, soap, and everything right here. make a life, again, independent.
Now, what we did here that you don't see is we put what's called backer studs behind the walls.
Right, 36
So
inch.
that's right. So when a person wants to have grab bars, they have the spot to put them in, and we do that often.
Yep, they are all over. Oh, by the way, there's also in the gift bag.
Right, that's
Same
right.
thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad you mentioned that. Yeah, because we got all the way around,
Yeah.
and not just one area. And it's about 36 inches, which is between 3 inches high to 3 inches low.
Yeah, we usually
The
put
2x6.
2x10, which is
2
about
by
10.
10, yeah, 2 by 10, 2 by
About 10
yeah.
inches. That if you miss a little bit, you won't miss because you got a wider one.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Talk about the sinkholes.
Okay. All right. So let's.
Before you do that though, there's something called universal design that goes along with what we're doing. And universal design is like this house in a way. This is a barrier-free house, and the barrier-free house is one that you've already seen all the little design features to it that a person can easily move through without any problem. That's barrier-free. Now, the universal design is a special feature type of a scenario where it doesn't look like it's handicapped, where it's a hospital. Barrier-free, you can't tell either, but when you start to put in design features like what you're going to see here, that's called a universal design, where a person doesn't know that it's actually for a wheelchair, for example.
So, for example, if you turn around over here, okay, this is a regular. So imagine see this.
That's not universal design.
Right here, right here inside.
Right. So we have the same feature that can go on with this sink over here by putting the doors on there. But actually, you don't even need the doors because it looks pretty good anyways. But that if you did, as Jose just got done saying, that you could put the universal design.
Yeah, right here.
The cabinet.
The
cabinet doors would be there, and it would look the same. Open it up, and that's what you see. So it's really cool.
Yeah, it looks like that. When you turn around, it's gonna be look the same way.
Yeah.
Not different at all.
So we've gone through pretty much the whole house, and we'll ask Jose a couple more questions. Although I do want to walk through the kitchen a little bit before we're done. Okay, so Jose, just let's talk about a couple features in the kitchen. Okay.
Okay, if you look in the kitchen, okay, look like it's all normal, but actually there is a special design too. You have the choice. You know, you got your microwave over here, or you can put your microwave right here in the bottom. So if you think about it, what's the house for? Microwave right here. Okay. Then you have, you know, all your regular design and stuff. Long cabinet. So anybody again, I'm 6 feet high, and if I go like I'm gonna sit down, I'll be making myself ready to cook, to eat.
Which is why we put the overhang over here on the other side.
Yep.
So that person can easily slide under the countertop.
Yep. And also you have a lot of more space in the bottom. So you have, plus you got the one to pull it, you can pull it out.
Well, what we do in that situation, leave that top one open, please, for a minute, okay?
Sure.
The bottom one, that can be accessed by the chair. But the top one, we have pull-down shelving that we've installed. That really helps a lot so that a person in a chair or seniors that need assistance can easily access the top shelves. You pull it down and you got the dishes right in front of you, okay?
Yep.
Okay, and I think that pretty much covers a lot of what the home is that we built, and we built 6 of these homes. And a quick funny story was we were in a house the other day that we built for this purpose, and that person had no idea that it was an accessible home.
Yeah.
Because they tell that story.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to the lady in Spanish, and I said, "Do you know how special the house is?" She go like, "No, this is just a regular house." I said, "No, man, there is a special. There's a special that you can bring anybody from your family. They can be disabled or you can." I was like, "Do you know how easy it was for you to move your furnace inside the house?" She got like, "I don't even notice that." I said, "Well, because you look at the house, you'll be like, okay, that's a regular house, so let's walk out there. But unless somebody can come and say, hey, you know how easy you put your couch inside the house? You put your bed inside the house? or now you can buy somebody with a wheelchair and they can move you around.
You know, that's an interesting point that you're just making. It's called visitability.
Yep.
And the ability for people to actually come to your house without having to worry about not being able to get through doorways
Oh my God.
or over doorways, or just to be able to have full access to the home. Visitability, folks, don't forget that word. That's important.
Yep. And then, you know, I'll tell you right now, in the moment, you know, that she found out about it, she started calling people like crazy. Like, oh yeah, come on, hey, you can come in over to my house now. Why? Because I just found out my house is burial-free home. And no step, no nothing. And I don't even notice that. You know, the girl, she, you know, the lady, she was from Miami and stuff. And then when I told her that, she got even more excited than when somebody sell the house to her. Because she don't know about it.
You know, and what's really cool about that is that that house is actually worth more money, because there are no houses like that, and like the one you're seeing in this video. So the market demands that there's going to be accessible homes, and since there is none, it's a supply and demand situation. Therefore, the demand for a house like this is very high. The price can go up. So building these homes like this, or having them available to people in chairs or with disabilities, is very important, or seniors, of course.
Yeah, you also got people, you know, like in the winter time when they're coming from New York or when they're coming from Minnesota and everybody, you know, and they be like, yeah, but we cannot go because, you know, we don't have no place. We have all the equipment for, you know, for people with disabled. Imagine now the person can say, oh, by the way, what about I think they call it B&B? Airbnb. Perfect. You know, perfect. Mr. Investor, you want to be investing in something? That is what you need to have.
It's true.
And tell you right now, you're not gonna have it one day with no people.
So all right, so host, now we've walked through this whole thing, and we're going to talk a little about finishing this up. And you have now been here. How old are you now?
47.
All right. So you've been here for 27 years.
Yep.
And we've worked together all this time. Now, how do you want? I know that you're very passionate about this, and you really want to help as many as you can. Okay. When you found out about this summit, the interview stuff, what did you think? What was in your head?
Wow, many things. I know that I learned a lot in my life, but you never stop learning something in life. So it was something that I would say I got to learn more than what I know, giving more knowledge, and that's perfect for me. And for anybody, if you want to, if you want to see how you sell is, and something that a lot of people don't know about it, I know it's gonna be some people that be like so proud about it.
Well, so I know from training you and having you with me all these years, that your skills and your ability to help somebody, whether it's actually be able to do the work or to be able to guide them through barrier-free and accessible homes, is very important. And folks, I want to tell you that Jose is an absolutely perfect candidate to assist you in whatever way you need to be assisted. Whether it is, just as we got done saying, to talk about or coaching through or training you on universal or barrier-free homes, or if you have somebody that needs to speak Spanish, that's a big thing here, and of course he can do that. So he runs the gamut from being able to broom sweep a house all the way to be able to plumbing
build
a
house.
That's right. You know it. Yeah, we built. How many houses do we build, those?
Oh Lord, let me see. So you want me to go way back?
Nah,
just now one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I lost the count. But
Well, I didn't lose the count for it. It's about 80 homes that we built.
Yeah.
And Jose ran every project. So now, he's got the skills right across the board, and he's a tremendous addition to the summit. And Jose, how can people get a hold of you so that they can get you for JJ maintenance if they need any maintenance, or any way to contact you for barrier-free homes?
Well, they can contact me with barrier-free construction. And then also they can contact me as a jnmaintenancerepair.inc@gmail.com, or they can call me at 239-601-2605.
Very good. Okay. Well, we want to thank Jose tremendously for all that he does for everybody. It's great, do a great thing, and certainly regarding the Accessible Home Summit of Experts, he's been a fantastic addition. Jose, muchas gracias, señor.
Muchas gracias.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.